Welcome Thursdays to another episode of Todos Toman podcast. Como siempre, aquí estamos sus cuatro locutores. Ahorita les voy a dar tiempo para que se
Perro,
presenten.
locutores. We got a
Oh, para que vean, ¿eh?
Güey, yo de repente dije, este español, ¿de dónde me salió, güey?
I don't know how to say host in Spanish. That's why I was like, es locutor, ¿no?
Nada más faltaba, hostia, tío, bienvenido.
No, porque si lo decía te ibas.
Sí, güey.
Te salías del podcast luego, por eso no. Pero pues sí, like as always, sus cuatro favoritos. I don't know how to
Still looking for that host, ¿no?
Yeah, I'm still looking for the word host. A ver, si ustedes saben, a ver, ¿cómo dice host en español?
¿Conductores? No.
¿Conductores?
Pero,
Pues sí, ¿no? Conductor.
no, conductores son drivers, ¿no?
Este cabrón ya sé con anfitrión.
Aquí dice mi tío, ¿qué quieres que haga?
Ni que
Sí, no,
seamos
el tío es
casados.
Ok, well, pues I don't know. Dice, ya. Bueno, keep going with your intro, dale, güey.
Aquí están cuatro pendejos, ¿no?
Tus favoritos,
Sí,
cuatro
¿no?
pendejos, ¿no?
Sí, güey.
Pero sí, a ver, entonces, a ver, muchachos, ¿qué están tomando este día, este hermoso día de hoy?
As I was explaining to you guys earlier, we hung out.
No tan
I hung out
hermoso.
with a couple- I hung out with a couple friends
I
on
love how
Friday.
you start that off, like,
Let's see,
What delicious
I'm gonna-
beverage do you
I'm
have?
gonna get shit for it, but they left some Bud Lights.
Who's they?
It's just some friends that came over.
Oye, güey,
Pero
pero
si son tus amigos, ¿por qué llevan Bud Light, güey?
Porque
¿Por qué
that's
se
what they
llevan
like.
así de feo?
¿Qué quieres que haga?
So, you have friends that drink Bud Light, dude?
Yeah, dude, unfortunately, dude.
Damn, dude.
And guess what, dude? You too.
I do too.
Como ya empezaron las riddles, ¿eh?
Ahorita somos conductores. Right now we're not friends, dude. We're
shit.
hosts. Somos anfitriones, ¿no?
Yeah, but just a Bud Light, and then I was left with also two Modelos, so I'll get to those in a bit.
Pues,
Porque
sí.
ya,
de que-
Romero,
Wait,
¿esto va para larga?
Why
en
did
vez
you
de que
start off with the
te...
modelos,
Sí,
dude?
güey.
Dude, save the best for last, cabrón.
Sí,
Vale
güey.
madre, güey.
Yeah, if you were going to drink it like that, you did
That's
the right
okay?
choice.
Thanks. Okay,
I
there you
think
go.
so.
I did something right in Christian's eyes, so that's a plus. dude.
Pues depende, dude. Ya, si ya andas poquito entrado, ya you
Todo
can't
sabe
distinguish
igual,
the
güey.
taste, dude. Like,
Okay, well, sorry, muchachos. I didn't mean to disappoint you guys with my drink, pero yeah, Bud Light for today.
¿sabes qué? Mejor vete por tu limonada. ¿Cómo era? De limonada on the rocks?
On the rocks.
Yeah, lemonade on the rock.
Yeah, mejor vete por tu
That
limonada
was,
on the
that
rocks.
was better.
Yeah, dude.
Sí, güey.
It would have been a better option. Pero a ver, Tanque, ¿tú qué estás tomando, muchacho?
So I made un iced coffee because I had a little bit of Tia Maria, dude. It's a Caribbean coffee
Tía.
liqueur. Hostia, tía, es una Tia Maria. So yeah, it's a coffee liqueur from it's like a Caribbean one. We found it at well, we tasted it a while ago. My stepdad had gave it to us with I think it was just like Coke. Pero pues I was like, pues es coffee liqueur, un cafecito aquí frío.
Sí, sí, sí.
Y like yeah, I found it at Benny's because it's like I couldn't find it anywhere. Y la encontré en the Benny's y pues la compré. Brought all back memories, ¿no? Y pues aquí estoy, güey.
Pero where
¿Un
did you get the
cafecito?
cold coffee, dude? Like, ya no había, ¿no?
No, sí, todavía había poquito, güey.
Nomás que lo escondió, güey, para que no lo
Ah, lo
agarraras.
escondió
Sí,
para que lo
güey.
agarraras, ¿no ves? Y sí me dijo, like, voy a agarrar esto con un nice coffee. Y me le quedé viendo, I'm like, a ver si se me ofrece, ¿verdad? Pero
Well,
tampoco me ofreció. And I was like, va. Entonces ya para la otra, ya para que no se queje de que no
O
lo
sea,
ofrezco.
pues tú tienes tu pinche pepino Gatorade, ¿no? Y a ver, chingate eso, güey. Like,
No, va, muchachos, va. Aquí va a haber putados después del podcast, ¿no? Y tú, Roberto,
¿no? Por favor.
con las cámaras en
Sí, güey.
pay-per-view, ¿no? Y tú, Roberto, ¿qué estás tomando?
I made a quick trip to the liquor store antes de que empezáramos.
he was running
Y
suicides,
me
¿no?
encontré-
Like,
Sí, güey. De
Para
aquel
empezar media hora
esquina.
después, ¿no, güey? We still started late.
No, I got a Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA.
That's
I
fire,
really
dude.
like these, and it's hard to usually find them in a 6-pack. Siempre viene el mix pack de 12 o 24.
Yep.
Eso
Pero
fue que
I got a 6-pack, so-
Cookie Facts? No, ¿sí, no? No fue.
¿Qué?
No, he
No.
took another IPA.
Okay.
Oh,
I thought
Oh,
wait.
he took the Lagunitas. The
yeah, it was
Maximus.
Lagunitas.
Was it Lagunitas?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know, like I tried it and it was good, but like no, ni me fijé like which one it was.
Well,
Yeah,
that day
Lagunitas
for,
Maximus for the live.
the day for the day of the baptism, there were some of those in the cooler.
Oh,
Sí,
I don't
en
know.
lata.
Ajá, en lata. So
Okay.
I don't know who
No.
brought
Yeah,
them, but
I bought the box
Okay.
del mix pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Va. Y pues a ver, por último, yo pues perdón, muchachos, me acobardé al último. Compré un Mountain Dew el Flaming Hot, pero pues vi que mañana tengo juntas, entonces no puedo andar con diarrea cuando ando trabajando. So,
Can be that flaming hot, no? Like,
no, I can't do it. So, pues, like, keeping it like a little throwback on The Wars Japanese Smooth Whiskey. Siempre se me olvida la marca, pero tengo que estar viéndola. Pero ya, pues it's pretty good.
The
It's
rocks.
smooth.
Así
Yeah, the
nomás.
rocks. Well, si
Va.
alcanzas a ver, hay unas piedritas ahí porque ya se está derritiendo, pero ahí se alcanza a ver. Es que es un ejemplo de global warming, dude, ¿ves?
no mames.
Es un ejemplo de que necesitas ponerle aire acondicionado ahí atrás a tu casa, ¿eh?
Pues,
Pues sí, dude.
el pedo es que sí hay, pero pues no llega al aire.
Damn.
Pero a ver,
Salud,
muchachos,
muchachos.
salud, muchachos. A ver, no, quita el Bud Light, dude, quita el Bud Light.
Clink, clink, clink.
Sí,
Pues sí, dude, aunque no me la esté tomando, pues.
Ay.
Well, Miguel, what's the topic for today?
How do you say topic in Spanish?
El tópico, ¿no? Like,
El tema, el tema de este episodio va a ser decisiones financieras. Financial decisions en inglés. Por si Pedro nos escucha, de milagro. The episode is about financial decisions, Pedrito.
Va. Episode 39, güey. Almost
Yeah,
40.
39.
yeah.
We
It's-
haven't skipped a week. Knock on wood.
We have not. We have stayed consistent, right, Tank?
Yeah, boy.
Which is a good thing, right, Tank? You like that, right?
Yeah, boy.
You like consistent. Yeah. Le gusta el
Ay,
tanque.
le gusta.
¿Tanto te gusta el tanque?
Pues, I mean, así algo light para empezar con financial decisions.
Bud Light. Algo Bud Light.
Se mamón. ¿Cuál era?
Damn.
What is one stupid financial decision you made recently? Nothing too big, pero like stupid things que has comprado que like, really, should I have done that?
Miguel, I'll go with you. 'Cause
Okay,
you-
so
I'm assuming you have a couple.
yeah, I do have a couple. So, antes que nada, muchachos, Cassandra a lo mejor puede ser que Cassandra escuche este episodio y yo sé que me va a regañar cuando lo escuche. Pero I have done a lot of irresponsible financial decisions.
Damn.
Pues antes que nada, like Prime Day was a few days ago. It was like,
Sí,
like
güey.
a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, shit.
Algo
A
así.
week ago,
last week.
yeah.
Una
Yeah,
semana.
last week. Mhm.
So, pues, dude, ¿qué no compré ese día, dude? I bought a drone. I bought a portable.
What kind of drone?
It's a little $40 drone. Está chiquito,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Like, nada más era para aprender a volarlo, porque
Sí.
como que me dolía comprar uno bueno y que...
Yo hice lo mismo el año pasado, no te preocupes. Ahí está arrumado el pinche little drone. No, está en chino los pinches instructions. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know
the
if
carrera
I'm
de
there.
drones, ¿no? Like,
Bought it from Alibaba, no? He didn't even buy it from Amazon. Man. Go straight to the source, no?
you gotta pay that importation tax, ¿no? Like,
¿Cómo se llama? Drop Shop. Ahí está, pinche Romero vendiendo drones, ¿no?
Sí, güey.
No, pero sí,
¿De Ali?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
de
Es uno que se llama también así como el Alibaba del pinche
AliExpress.
AliExpress.
Oh, AliExpress.
AliExpress, esa
Yeah.
madre.
Pero pues ya, like, so compré like, I bought a new Keurig, I bought un pressure washer, compré a portable
Body, no?
Porta potty.
ahí está afuera, ¿no?
Por si gustan, ¿no? Like,
No, ya, pero un portable screen.
Oh, shit.
Like, dude, like I bought
Oh, the
so much
USB
shit.
ones?
Yeah, the USB ones.
Mhm.
Y like,
oh, yeah, he's flexing now already, ¿no? Like,
Sí,
no,
Yeah.
dude, like I'm saying, I bought all this shit, right? And it's like, do I need all this?
like, oh, trip to
I-
Cancun, dude.
I
like,
kinda don't.
you know?
Y pues la culpa del pressure
Lupa,
washer
¿no?
fue la culpa del pressure washer fue por Tanque, porque
Sí.
Tanque andaba de que, dude, I want to get a pressure
No,
washer.
no,
I
no
wanna
sale
get a
el
pressure
agua de la regadera a presión, ¿no?
Y sí, dude.
Dice
Para
que there's a
limpiarle bien la
spot he
colilla,
can't
¿no?
reach, ¿no?
Sí, güey. Pinches
Y
latigazos que va a tener, ¿no? De la presión en la espalda, ¿no? No mames.
I'm just gonna say some kinky shit, ¿no? Like, oh.
Pero pues getting to algo que dijo Romero que para las instrucciones son en chino. I got back to playing un game on my phone. La compañía que lo hizo es una compañía china y es un juego que if you want to have a good time you gotta spend money on it, right? And in the past I played it.
Those games are questionable. I don't know.
They are fun though. Like, no? Like,
it's fun, but it's very aggravating también. Cassandra hated that when I would play with the game porque a veces eran las 3 de la mañana and I would get waken up, right? By text messages or calls like, hey, nos están atacando. So I ando a las 3 de la mañana jugando, right? So I got back to playing and I told myself, no voy a gastar ni un 5, right? And it's been 2 days since I came back on the game. Y ya he gastado dinero and I was like, no manches, dude. So yeah, that is something that I probably should not be doing. I definitely should be thinking more wisely with my money than giving it to un juego que la verdad pues nada más trae puro dolor, puro dolor.
Now, a quick question for you: are you gonna keep all of this, or are you gonna pull up Romero and test it out, see if you like it, and then return it? Like,
There's
nothing wrong with that.
Away, dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
o sea, los cockers, no, o sea,
Yeah.
son útiles, dude. Like,
Sí, güey.
No,
Like, you plan to
like,
keep all this stuff?
yeah, like I'm planning on keeping everything. Like, por hecho, cuando me estaban atacando en el juego, Romero me estaba riendo before we start the podcast. So era doble dolor, dude. Un dolor de que me estaba regañando mi amigo Romero y otro que me estaban atacando, que unos chinitos, dude. I was like, damn, dude.
Pero no le duele cuando le sacan el dinero, ¿no?
O sea, sí me duele, dude, pero I was like, pero no lo piensas, you know, it's one of those where you're like, all right,
For the love of the game, ¿no?
lo tienes que hacer rápido, porque if you, como que si te quedas pensando, like, you're like, oh, no, pues mejor no. And, pues fui a la Casco over the weekend, y dude, they have a TV, dude, it is beautiful, pero sí cuesta como 3,500, right? Pero si tuviera un PS5, I probably would have gotten it, porque se ve perroncísima, dude. I think it's a Sony XL UHLD, algo así. Dude, it looks fucking nice, dude. Pero lo bueno es que no tengo el PlayStation 5, entonces no puedo hacer that big expense, dude, porque ese sí dolería más todavía.
Easy there, crazy couponer, ¿no? He's saving money, ¿no?
Dude, that is pretty cool. The people
Last question,
like
wait. Which Keurig did you get?
It's the single one. The small Keurig. El que es nada más para una taza chiquita. Because I got tired of going over to the kitchen.
Does it, like, porque there's a Keurig que también es así chiquito, slim, but it's also el agua no te sale tan caliente, so it makes it's for your iced coffee.
Iced coffee? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's just the basic one, dude. Como I should have looked. No, pues, pues sí.
I never compared at the same time, ¿no?
Sí, dude.
Pero pues sí, no. A lot of irresponsibility with my money here, dude. Gotta get better at that.
But I mean, I know you said a lot of irresponsible stuff, but the question was, do you need them or you don't? But you're okay with it. Like, you're okay, you're cool with, I mean, or you still question like, damn, I shouldn't have bought that. Are you there at that point or no?
So, ahorita todavía no, ¿verdad? I know que al rato, cuando no esté lavando el carro, cuando pressure washer y no se use, ya ahí voy a decir, ¿para qué lo compré, verdad?
Yeah, I see, yeah.
Pero pues tan que estaba afuera limpiando la banqueta con el pressure washer, dude, quedó chingona, dude. I was like, a lo mejor le compro el jabón a tanque para que se vaya ahí y empiece a limpiar y maybe make some posters, you know, like.
I was gonna say, dude, make a business out of it, might as well.
Un pinche lemonade stand, ¿no? Pero like pressure washer stand.
No, man.
Like the dollar
Nicolas Jordans,
¿no? And shit. No, like, que luego I'm not gonna get Caesar out of the house, ¿no? Like,
So muchachos, I think I well, no, I don't think I know. We didn't buy anything for Amazon Prime Day, and I know a bunch of other stores had a bunch of deals. They Target, Walmart, I know, and Best Buy. They started them in their own little version of Prime Day, but no, we didn't buy anything. I don't think we bought anything. I don't think Anna mentioned anything. Pero I know today I decided to buy a drone. Bought the DJI Mini 3 Pro.
Okay, the mini one.
Uno chingón ya, ¿verdad?
I've been wanting a drone for a while. I've never really tried it or anything, so I have no experience with it, but I'm sure it's not, nothing crazy. But yeah, I bought that today. Same thing. Do I need it? I probably don't. I bought a camera. I think I told you, Romero, bought a camera to make like videos and stuff for like the business for Funky Fresh Spins. But I used it a couple times. One of the videos was just different angles and stuff. So I'm hoping that, obviously I want to get a little bit more motivated with the business and produce a little bit more content. And I know with that drone, what kind of attracted me was that you could do, a vertical angle. So you could do kind of like a TikTok, Instagram type of post.
Okay.
Which is
para hacer tus TikTok dances, ¿no?
Might as well do in front of la truck.
Mira, challenge desde arriba.
Arriba de la troca, tú.
Sí, güey.
Mientras es cleaning the bins, ¿no?
En tanga, ¿no? Ya, es su madre, güey. Ya.
Y el tanque ahí con su pressure washer, güey.
Sí,
güey.
Making it rain?
Sí, güey.
Oh, mames. That shit's viral right there, dude. Yeah, dude. But yeah, I don't think I've bought anything. We've been pretty kind of like picky with spending. Even today, I was like, "Hey, what do you think about this purchase?" She's like, "Yeah." I guess she said, "Go ahead." I really don't buy much, at least for me. I really don't. So she knows that, I guess, and she's like, "Yeah, go for it. Maybe you could use it for the business and do that." So we'll see. Hopefully, I don't see Dariel Miguel leave the drone there for a while and not use it, and now I'm gonna regret it because obviously it's a little bit pricey.
Yeah, did you get it at Costco?
No, I got it strictly from DJI, the website.
Oh, damn. Okay. Porque I know for a while, Amazon had it on sale.
Mm-hmm.
I kept looking at it and no me animé, la verdad.
Yeah. But you said you bought the drone. I know.
Yeah. Like that was it wasn't even last year. It was like 2 years ago. And on one of those like Amazon sale days, you see, it was like $30-40 bucks for the drone. And when I tried it, dude, like it wouldn't obey the commands.
I thought about sit.
Ya sabes que no.
Hablar en chino, ¿no?
Roll over, ¿no?
Sí, güey.
Es que habla chino el drone, dude,
Sí,
por eso.
No, and I'm quick on like returning shit. Pero por una cosa por otra, I never returned it, dude. So ahí está en la caja todavía. Like I tried it like de repente like una o dos veces after the first time, pero no.
I thought we could have a drone fight too.
Ponemos unas blades ahí, la de gallos en el aire, ¿no?
Well, you guys remember that shit, ¿no? Que había un show de esa madre así que they would build cars and
the robots, ¿no?
The robots.
I still watch that, dude.
Yeah, that shit's still going on?
Yeah, it's still going on.
Fuck, that's crazy.
I've always wanted to enter it, dude.
Damn,
Pero pues no sé hacer robots, dude.
Good thing you did it.
What was it in South Park? Que que según no, it was in Family Guy, no, The Simpsons. Que Homer se vistió como un robot para Bart, and he was fighting the fucking robots y se lo estaban madreando, dude.
Oh, sí me acuerdo, güey.
Así vamos a hacer una suite y vamos a meter a tanque adentro.
No, fuck you, dude. Métete tú, güey.
El tanque is like, what do I gotta do with this, no?
Because you're a tank, dude. You're a tank, dude.
Damn, that's true, dude. You gotta live up to your name, dude.
Yeah, you gotta live up to your name, bro.
Ah, güey, pero pues.
Ya ni el Superman cantas, güey, so. Pero, I mean, if you want to hear a little bit, I mean, we can. Sometimes.
I cántale, tank. At least mimic like you're singing it, dude.
No mames, güey.
Lip sync it, dude.
Lip sync.
Ahí está.
Damn. Güey.
Sí, güey.
Ahí va a estar tanque así, ¿no?
Sí, güey. Está que bien. It's like, fuck, this is awkward, no?
I got 3 grown ass men just watching me, no lip sync and shit.
Hey, dude, Shannon Tatum did it in that one show.
Güey, son 3 anfitriones, dude.
3 anfitriones, dude. Es México, Canadá y Estados Unidos, dude. Para,
Sí, güey.
para 2026, dude.
Se decía, mi tío dijo.
Oh shit.
Batake. So what have you spent on? What I mean, anything you regret spending on? Or?
Have you made any stupid financial decisions lately?
So lately,
Purchase.
yeah, like lately ya no tanto, like pues ya I stopped my pinche whole cologne thing. Like I haven't really bought any in a while. But lately nada más ha sido ropa, like, but I feel like I can't regret that porque era more so de que like like the pants ya no me estaban quedando tan bien, like so I had to like kind of like go down size y pues just to have something to wear and shit, like
Come to think, I don't regret no clothes except one shirt, no?
sí, güey.
I'm telling you, dude.
Sí,
Don't
dude,
regret it.
o sea, uno que, like, I was like, oh, shit, dude, like, bien pinche confident, pero, pues, ya ves, güey, like, no, I do regret one shorts, pero, pues, eran baratos, so I can't really regret it like that, because I thought, like, it was size smaller, y, like, pues, me mintió, o no sé qué, güey, he, like, I think I went to Lewis's house that day, y, llevaba hielo, güey, y pinche bolsa se estaba abriendo and yellow was falling out. So acá estaba like trying to like, close it. Y de repente like I noticed that my pants were like ya casi en la pinche rodilla, güey. So I was like,
Damn.
fuck, like, o me subo el pantalón o tiro aquí todo el hielo, güey. Y pues era un desmadre.
Tirabas el calzón ahí, dude, y...
Sí.
Pero los hielos llegan porque llegan, dude. Priorities,
Sí.
tan que...
No, but yeah, like normally, like I'm usually more the type of like I really research like what I want to buy. As far as like give it to like electronics or things like that, like I'll like look at reviews, YouTube videos, like things like that. It takes me a while to like pull the trigger. I'm not like así de repente que like, oh, like, you know what, like let me get this. He just get on there and like buy it and shit. So yeah, like the only thing I can't regret is pues like Chiquis estaba que quería she wanted to practice volleyball, and pues as a good uncle, dude, le compré una pinche volleyball, le compré this thing that, no way, like it's like this thing que es like se amarra around her waist y luego se amarra on the ball so she could like practice her serves. Y pues ya, like I was like, oh, pues deja y se lo compro. I went to Dick's y todo el pedo. Y pues, dude, just those two little things salieron bien pinches caras, güey. And I was like, wow, pero pues dice que she's gonna practice because she wants to join the volleyball team. Bro, desde que las compré, parece que ni las ha abierto. Like, she just has them there in her room.
Has a receipt, ¿no? Ahí
sí, güey. Like,
y hasta la regresó, tan que...
Sí, güey. Sí, güey.
Ni supiste, güey.
And I was like, fuck, mejor hubiera ido a una pinche segunda, ¿no? A buscar un volleyball ahí, güey. A la Walmart, dude. Y...
like the volleyball is actually está en la casa de Cassandra, like according to her,
la perrita, ¿no?
because according to her, el hermano de Cassandra le va a enseñar a jugar.
Bueno.
According to her, pero pues una cosa es que diga ella y otra cosa es que lo haga, ¿verdad? Porque ahorita
como I was expecting her to like make it pros para decirle, oh, ¿te acuerdas? Esa
¿no?
pelota que te compré.
Did you guys see that it was US, no sé contra quién? It was going around a lot this past week. De un beach volleyball tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Like the US team like saves like lost
Ecuador, I
balls,
think it was.
Then, yeah, like they made a huge comeback on that serve.
That was crazy.
Yeah, dude, I got exhausted just watching that shit. Like, sí, güey.
That's just crazy.
Yo me he echado una
I'm gonna
corridita,
have to
güey.
watch it, dude, because I haven't seen it.
That's nice.
En la beach, like in the sand, de donde estábamos sentados al agua, güey, y me cansé, güey.
Porque estaba caliente la arena nomás, ¿no?
Sí, güey, sí. So I could only imagine how tired they were after that one play, dude. Like, fuck, dude. Yeah, I would have called game. Era punto gana, ¿no? Like,
Sí, güey.
But
Bueno,
yeah, dude,
Fake
like,
an injury, diría Miguel, ¿no?
y sí, güey.
Y sí, güey.
Todavía no puedo ni correr, cabrones.
Ah.
No te
Quiero
digo.
decir,
When have you tried,
güey?
dude? Yeah, for real.
Oh, like,
When have you tried?
I can't even run from my house to the car when it's raining porque pues, todavía me duele, dude. Although I will say, una cosa que has helped is my cousin did a irresponsible financial purchase. Se compró one of those massage guns. Y pues I yanked it from his room. Hopefully it was clean. Y pues that's what I was using on my my leg. Y pues. Ay, güey,
Hopefully it was
anyways,
clean.
con que un
se
poquito
frizó
ahí,
un
¿no?
rato así, ¿no? Así.
Yeah, I was just scratching.
Hace ratito you did the same thing, and I was like, "Who are you telling to call you?" Like,
sí.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I got stuck.
Bien pinche
Sec-
Drake, no, used to call me on my cell phone.
Sí,
like,
Romero, what would you say would be a responsible financial decision lately, or yeah, I guess
I'm
recently?
full of those, way, porque just take
Damn.
a couple shots. Y ya ni me acuerdo, nomás cuando me llegan las cosas. No, that was the biggest, one of the biggest ones lately, I guess, during pandemic times, que estamos encerrados, and we would, I mean, at least I would jump on like Skype, Zoom, and other like video calls with friends, and we would drink, literally.
¿Nunca me invitaste?
Hasta, ¿cómo no, güey? We call it Twitch, güey. We would play.
call it Twitch.
We would play, and I would
¿no?
try to stream. Y ya después que acaba el stream, pues ya le sigamos tomando. And yeah, like eventually, apparently I bought a GoPro, the GoPro 9.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Ya cuando me llegó, I was like, fuck. Like, yo pensé que Carla like, me la había comprado porque I told her que quería una y la chingada.
No, says mamón.
And then she's like, no, I didn't do that.
That was your story,
Ya
no?
después I checked.
Well, let
and
me
it
try
was
it
me.
out, no? Let me see how it works at least, no? If I don't like it, I'll return it.
Ya saben, that's the rule.
Yeah, sí, dude.
But did you return it?
No, I didn't return it. I kept it. Actually, I still have videos from the fishing trip, dude. Que I never took out of there. So,
Oh,
Oh, that's
shit.
right. Yeah, yeah.
sí.
Ahí cuando están tocando en la puerta, ¿no? Del pinche cuarto. and shit.
La compro en la chichicam, ¿no?
La chichicam, dude.
Ahí está.
Sí.
Ahorita van a abrir. ¿no?
We're gonna prank them so
During,
good, you guys.
during Prime Day, I was looking for accessories, para especially to go fishing. Like there's one que le puedes poner at the rod, pero
shit.
me da miedo, güey. Like I feel que va a estar muy pesada, or
Yeah.
ya sabes, con los pescadotes que agarramos, te vaya a ganar el peso.
That's just risky, dude.
Yeah, no, pero pues, I don't think it's a stupid decision, pero like at the same time, it's like I could live without it. Pero lo que compramos en recently through Amazon era it's an ¿cómo se llama? Ice machine or ice making machine.
With the little circle ice.
Yeah, no sé ni si bien cuadritos o en circles o en triangles, no sé.
Nah, dude,
Pero
I don't think you'll
like,
regret that, though.
That's what I told Carla. That was my selling point. I'm like, you know what? I think we really need this.
En el PowerPoint.
Our fridge does make ice, pero the way the house is set up, we can't link up like a water hose to the fridge para que haga el hielo. So it's always just been empty space.
Right.
Pero pues ya con eso de que pinche the iced coffee, la chingada, pues te digo que compramos the Keurig. I mean, I don't think I will regret those because I know I will use those for sure. Pero si hay cosas que you're like, did I really need that? For example, one of the things que I didn't regret, again, it's an experience. Pero Itzel wanted to go to a carnival down the street. La llevé I don't know, Wednesday at night or something. It was a weekday. Dije, no va a haber mucha gente, and it's technically the only day I can go, so la llevo, you know? We went over there, y pues tienes que comprar tickets to get on the rides. So it's like,
shit,
okay,
yeah.
pues, cash-wise me llevé like
$100.
$20-something.
Oh, shit.
Right,
Wait,
like,
¿cuánto, güey?
He's like $100.
No, like 20-something. Pero vas y pues la card of tickets que tienes que comprar es $20.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, fine. And then each ride is like 4 to 5 tickets. So she
Yeah.
does like a total of like 4 rides. Y ahí se van los boletos, you know?
Mhm.
And then I'm like, well, we would have to go and get cash or whatever. But I said the other activities. So there's a bank next door to the church thing donde está el carnival. Sacamos dinero. Ahí sí ya saqué como $60. Dije, just in case, you know, whatever. But sure enough, we get to the carnival, and each station, like, to like pick up 5 ducks, a ver qué número te sale and whatever
Oh.
price you would get.
Yeah.
Like each station is like the minimum is $10.
Fuck.
No,
And I'm like, you know, the damn price that you're gonna get is like a dollar store toy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck.
Shit,
Like,
for that
I'm like,
for
okay,
that
you
price,
could
I
only
better keep
pick
the
3
ducks and shit. You know?
stations.
Like,
Well,
So
porque, pues, sí, dude. It's super fast. Like, en cosa de 30 segundos ya te chingaste $10 por nada.
Literally, yeah.
so what
Pero
you're
again-
saying is Todos Toman Carnival coming soon, no?
Damn.
Güey, pues, aunque vendamos Bud Light, güey, la vamos a $10, no hay pedo.
Damn. Yo sabía.
Traemos a little fish de Jonathan del clase, ¿no?
pues,
Ahí está, dude. Yeah, but it is true though. It is true. I mean, when it comes to carnivals, at least with us, we try to get $100 and what gets 50 and 50. And even then, I mean, we always say is okay, that's enough, you know, like that's gonna be it, no more. We always end up spending a little bit more, and the reason being because we stay longer. And
Sí.
and in the carnival here down the street too, they haven't done it because of COVID in like 2 years. I don't know if they're gonna do it this year, but they always have obviously they sell food too, but they have a bar, like a local bar comes by and
I discovered the bar at the end. I was mad.
did you? You're like shit.
Yeah.
You're on your way out. So we always know there, and then yeah, well, I mean, we stay there, and then
Mhm.
it's close by, so her family, all of us go, and we just ended up spending more, also obviously in the beer, but also we spend a little bit more in the tickets so the kids could still have fun or whatever. But what are they? I don't know. Probably, I kid you not, maybe 10, 11 rides. It's a small spot, so they do it like multiple times because that's all there is.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
Then-
you definitely it's crazy.
Lo que le está diciendo acá es que the reason I went like that with like 20 something bucks es porque fuimos el año pasado a otro carnival by Marine Valley,
Mhm.
and like era mi mamá, mi papá, y llevamos a Emma, Itzel, like, and like even those little like activities of like fishing or tossing the ball to the little fish bowls,
Mhm.
like all of those activities were like $3, $4. So I was like, oh, pues whatever, we'll figure it out. Pero no manches, acá era de que everything you wanted to do was at least $10.
Damn.
And actually the beers were like $2.
Oh shit!
And even like the pizza place that I had mentioned gets by here, like they
Mhm.
were part of the carnival, so vendían sus pizzas también, same price.
Nice,
So like everything was cheap except the actual carnival part.
right? What were you gonna say, Tank?
No, I was just like, damn, like I haven't been to a carnival in years, dude. Like,
The
Pero,
San
pues,
Pedro
They have,
carnival?
no,
no,
ya
they
no.
don't. Ya tiene, ya años, dude. Like, I want to say maybe since like
Esos
06,
padrecitos que
07.
cargan, dude.
Sí,
Bien regañones.
Sí, unas pinches pedradas, ¿no?
sí,
Sí.
but I go to this one place. We could call it a carnival. Igual también voy con $100 y al último la deja y saco más porque pues está
Sí,
un
sí.
Que
poquito
el
más.
ATM te cobre $5.50.
Y sí, güey.
Yeah.
It's kind of-
Nowadays, speaking of like financial and spending money, this never existed. Obviously, 5-10 years ago, possibly maybe 5. But you have those apps with like Klarna, and you have other apps where you're able to purchase something, a firm. You're able to purchase something, and then some of them allow you to purchase. Say you do your full purchase, but then have every 2 weeks or like give a payment. Did you guys
Oh,
know about
yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Pues, it's now like available in pretty much every checkout platform, no?
Yeah.
Yes, and it's different because I know like not everybody does a certain app. You know, everybody just does different, but it's just pretty much the same concept. Do you guys use any of that stuff, or are you guys?
No way.
No.
Okay,
I feel like it's like once you enter that, it becomes really tricky and really easy to just, do the pay later stuff.
Get lost in the sauce, no?
Yes.
Sí, güey.
you do
I
have.
usually just add my credit card, like, and just if I want to do payments, I'll just do that and just
So you use a tank?
No, like digo, like if I want to do a payment plan or whatever,
Oh,
pues mejor uso la credit card.
Charge it
and
on
I'll
the
just-
credit card.
Yeah.
So I do that too with the credit card, but I mean, maybe 2 years ago, I started using this app called QuadPay, which it doesn't exist anymore. They bought it out, so now it's called Zip. But it was pretty much that you started with minimum of say like $500, and then that was your limit. You couldn't do more, and then it wasn't monthly payments. It was, I think, every 2 weeks you get a payment drawn out. So if it was $100, you divide that into 4, and every 2 weeks. But the way they would get paid was obviously late fees, right, from people that didn't have the money. But they would charge you, say, if your payment every 2 weeks was $20, they would charge you 21. So it was always that dollar. So eventually they would make $4 off of you, but right.
Times 500 people, like
right. So pretty cool. There's this other company called Affirm, which I remember in the past I tried to apply and they were just saying that they weren't able to identify my identity for whatever reason.
Oh,
but
really,
yeah, dude, I wasn't able to. So today, when I was looking for the drone and the DJI stuff, it came up. I was like, "Fuck!" Like, there's no point of trying. But I tried. So I was like, I clicked on it, and then I was able to. They were able to accept. He's like, "Oh, up to."
Jonathan, is that you?
Right again? Welcome back. Is that you again?
Welcome back. No, like,
but they have
Todos Toman, Johnny boy.
Show, man. They have a higher limit. Like they started off at 6,000. So I was like, oh shit. But I was like, I'm not gonna use the 6,000 on the drone. Obviously, the drone, I know they're a little bit pricey with DJI, but it wasn't nothing like that. But with them, it's more kind of like kind of like a loan where there's interest now. It's not like the other ones where you pay it every 2 weeks and it's $1 or whatever. There's no fees, there's no interest. It's just pretty much like $1 on top of your payment. With these guys, there's an actual interest depending on if you want to do a 3-month, like say if you want to pay it off in 3 months, 6 months, or in this case, a year. So you guys don't. I guess you guys don't use any of that. You guys said
no. Like
No,
I think
I've always tried to. Because I think you're the one that told me initially, with the other app, like a couple years ago, is they break down the payments y todo eso. Yeah, I try to stay away from it on purpose, pero ya, like hace poquito, like lo veo en todos lados. I don't even know the name of the service, but it's the pay later. I think it's called maybe
Afterpay
or Afterpay.
the Afterpay.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, ¿para qué? Porque te facilita mucho el purchase, but then after a while, like if you kind of like use it too much, entonces it's like,
Pues, I feel like
so you think it's a bad decision though to use them? Sorry, Miguel. You guys, would you say that it's I know you said, well, so you look at it as a bad thing. Like if you go into that, you look at it as like you get too comfortable because it's like you said, like all three of you guys would say, well, if I want to do it, I'll just put it in a credit card, right? Which you could still do, but at the same time, you don't go ahead and do the full purchase right there and there.
Yeah,
you just do.
Te facilita las cosas for sure, pero you have to be disciplined, I think. Por ejemplo, I do have an Amazon credit card, and the first year, like, en que se te hacía fácil, like, oh, pues I'll use it for this, I'll use it for that. O más que nada, también my Amazon account is a public account. La usa mi mamá, mi papá, mi hermana, like,
everybody.
Like everybody in my family, like Brandy's my business partner, like everybody uses Amazon, my account. So to a degree, it's like, oh, it's beneficial porque if you use the Amazon credit card, they give you X percentage back.
Right.
So you're sort of making money on that purchase. But after a while, it's like, oh shit, like that much money has gone into it. Like it's como cualquier credit card, I think. Like you just have to be responsible at the end of the day.
Right. Okay, wait, shit. Like I think all those services, it's kind of like having another credit card. And if you already have like 1, 2, or 3 credit cards, you kind of don't want another one. Porque so the way I am is I am horrible when it comes to tracking how much I owe in cada tarjeta. So luckily now, like, pues, everything is in apps, right? So like, like I have
There's
my
an
bank
app
is
for that now.
yeah, like there's an app for everything. So por eso es lo que me gusta. Pero like services like that, I don't know if there's apps for them. Y pues la verdad ya tengo like two. I got 2 credit cards. Y pues I got the debit card. But like I just don't want another source of credit, porque that's just another way of me spending money. Y because I could see my credit card and be like, damn, I owe 3,000, I owe 4,000, ya no me va a pasar. But if I have another line of credit, I'll be like, pues va, uso Next, I'm all like también ahí en aquel. So no, like that's the reason why I don't. But if you don't have many credit cards, and if you're like, only have one credit card or one debit card, pues there's benefits to it. Like I think you could take advantage of that. But for myself, I just don't see much benefits for me personally
Okay.
in my
So-
situation.
O sea, the
So, yo sé que
financial
we're in-
responsible thing to do is hacer una tanda, ¿no? Like,
Exactamente, papá, pues sí. But even then, dude, they fucking killed the game con eso de que
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
with the
like
taxes.
charge you
Yeah.
Sell.
taxes on sell and cash app y todo ese pedo. That's
Yeah.
when I knew it was time to let it go, dude. Ya no más
No sé
tarde.
your money order, ¿no?
pues también te lo cobran, ¿no? Like,
Sí, nada más te cobran
Yo le
el
amarraba los $100 al Little Pigeon y lo mandaba ahí.
Now,
every Friday, un chingo de pigeons right there at the house, ¿no?
Volando
Por eso
todo.
no he quitado el Skanky Hotel que tengo aquí para los pájaros.
so going back to what Miguel was saying, do you guys, Miguel? I don't want to throw your business out there, but you
No,
say
you
you
could
have
go ahead.
2 credit cards and that's all you got.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys up to? Oh, Miguel's pretty much saying, yeah, I can't do another line of credit because I know it's another form of me spending. How do you guys feel about having multiple credit cards? No, not just 2. I'll start off with you, Tank. Like, I don't know if you have any credit cards.
Yeah, like I mean, I only have one. Y pues mainly for the same reason. Like like I know like sometimes it's like sacas una nueva, te dan 0% interés, so you just switch over all your things from the old credit card to the new one, so you don't pay interest on it.
Right.
Pero pues like I haven't done that. Like I just kept the same one like all this time and shit. Like no.
When did you open that credit card?
No tiene mucho, güey.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, like so, like I've always been, like I've been financially responsible, but I knew once I had a credit card, I was just gonna fuck it up and shit. So like por eso mismo, like I kind of refrained myself from opening a credit card like at a really young age. Ya después ya, like pues sí ya la abrí y like fucking I started using it. I think I was like, yeah, in my mid-20s, I want to say. Yes, and like it's been good, like I haven't gone too crazy on it, boy, y todo eso. But like, yeah, like if I get like and I've thought about it, like getting approved for another one, just because pues yeah, tiene desde cuando que like they charge me the interest and shit, and just like switching it over to the new one y todo ese pedo. But yeah, dude, I don't know, like
I was gonna say, como my dad scared you with the whole credit card, no?
see, way like. And I think he does that often, like he switches from one to another. Yeah, see.
Yeah, I think that's what most people do. Like they'll transfer their debt from one credit card to another credit card. Nada más que I know there's people that are able to get, and I mean, like let's say in the same bank or in the same credit card, or the same credit card company, they're able to go from one credit card to another. They transfer everything, and they just start off again with no interest, which is something that, like I think more people should be looking into, porque it's a way for you not being so much in debt, because that the interest sometimes is what kills people también.
Yeah.
No tanto nada más el puro, like the amount, but the interest is just, insane sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I say everybody should check out Discover. Great credit card. I highly recommend it.
That's true, dude.
I mean, si le pagas un, I don't know, what is it, 150 a Miguel? You can delete a 0 or 2?
You know, like,
Romero, so well, how do you feel about credit cards? I don't know how many you have, but how do you feel about them? I know you did mention in
Honestly,
the
dude,
past.
I am, yeah, I think, see, if it was up to me or when I was on my own, like, a veces sí is like, fuck, like, estás gastando lo pendejo, you know? Pero quieras o no, like, Carla is really responsible. So, and you know, I know, like, she will, like, whatever the limit is, of course, like, she keeps track of all that stuff. Like, I mean, es como le digo, like, look, if you can take care of, like, the finance stuff, like, go ahead and make decisions and save whatever you want to save and pay whatever you want to pay. Like, you're ultimately responsible for that. ¿Por qué? Porque, like, I feel like, como yo le dije, like, I feel like my stress comes from work and doing what I need to do at work y la chingada. So, like, I completely trust you with the money. So you decide and you make those decisions. Aunque sí, hay veces que, pues, como te digo, like, the Amazon credit card, like, it's easy for me to go to an Amazon y pedir cualquier pendejada. Even though she's like, look, we don't want to use the Amazon card for the next 2 months. Or we go to Costco and vamos a ir por pañales and wipes, but we end up with, you know, 3 whiskey bottles y la chingada. Like,
but they're essential, dude. Like,
like that's the funny part, right? Before we had kids, when we would go to Costco, salíamos con cajas de wine bottles and, you know, different, like, alcoholic beverages.
yeah.
And then now with kids, you look at the cart and it's like, fuck, you need another cart porque los diapers and the wipes, like, are taking up all the space.
Dice los danoninos.
No venden danoninos, dude.
Yeah, for
No
real.
venden Yakults.
Sometimes they have them.
Yakult?
Sometimes they have danoninos. Not always. Very rarely do they have danoninos.
I've never seen them.
I never seen it.
Pero, yeah, like, I'm fortunate enough in that area que yo sé que, like, Carla would know what's best and I don't have to worry about that. But that's also kind of like the downfall porque, so in here, and I wrote this down because I have seen for a couple months already, like, have you guys seen the Steve Harvey video where he talks about couples finances?
Yeah.
I believe so,
Right,
but
he
remind
said-
me.
So,
You
right,
should.
so he says that as a couple you should have 4 bank accounts.
Mm.
The first bank account is in la que you both put money into, or whatever. That one bank account is para pagar your bills.
Yeah.
The second bank account is to, fuck, what is it? Here,
Savings.
Savings one, huh? Like
Yeah, for savings.
for savings.
Pero, like, it's a mutual agreement, right? Like, if I put $50, you put $50, or if it's
Right.
100, you put 100, whatever. So it's savings. And then the third and fourth is your own independent bank accounts. Pero pues ya es tu pedo con lo que hagas con ese dinero because bills are being paid for and, you know, your savings is on par. Like, that would be the responsible thing to do.
Right.
And honestly, in my case, in our case, we joined bank accounts from the beginning. Once we said, like,
Es el concierto de
doing
Maná,
this
¿no?
together. No,
I know
tampoco.
we're not official, but I'm gonna be with you one day.
In the middle of the concert, no? Like,
Sí, güey.
Fírmela aquí,
You
no,
wanna be
the
my
concert,
girlfriend,
¿no?
¿no? Hey, you
So
wanna
what
join
do
bank
you use,
accounts?
Chase or TCF?
Y todavía no, ella, Washington Mutual, ¿no? En ese tiempo.
Hey,
For real,
Washington
dude.
Mutual was my first bank porque no
Yeah,
te
OG,
pedían
dude.
nada más que Lighten.
Sí, dude. Sí, cierto. Yo también abrí con...
Although TCF was the rival bank porque te regalaban hasta $50 de
Oh,
Jewel
yeah.
money so you can go and buy groceries. No, pero yeah, Washington Mutual was the one that got me over to
Chase.
TCF, not TCF, Chase.
Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, like, once we decided to get together, like, for reals, and live together, like, we joined bank accounts and se me hacía más fácil. Although low key, she still has her old TCF account, que es now Huntington, y no me quiere poner en la cuenta.
Damn.
Es que vio el video de Steve Harvey, dude.
Sí, güey. No,
Cogió
pero
tu wish
I mean
list on
that's how
Amazon y dice,
it
no.
works for us, and
Sí.
honestly, it relieves stress for me porque pues I know that she'll handle that finance stuff.
Dude, I feel when it comes to finances, I'm sorry to cut you off. When it comes to finances, that's just hard, dude. That shit's it's hard because I'm sure you guys are the same. We were never taught about it. Like we were never taught about it. And I
Yeah.
know nowadays it was one of those things where people are debating where they should include it into school, right?
Yeah.
Into school
Yeah.
or make it a class, which I think is great. Honestly, I think it's great to teach
I
the
think
importance
that
about
should be the way.
right.
should be, yeah.
Where you teach people or kids in this case, high school, or if you want to call it, for how to manage the credit, how to manage a credit card, what is an interest, what is a due date compared to a statement. You know, like there's so many different things where I didn't know, and unfortunately, I learned through my own mistakes. And that's honestly how I learned when it came to finance and credit cards. My first credit card, I opened it back, I don't know, maybe the first month when I got my DACA stuff. And it's been a long time, and that's probably my longest line of credit. I'll never close it because even closing it affects your credit. Yeah. So that's gonna be that's kind of like my foundation, my pillar when it comes to credit, right? But I'm a little bit opposed to what Miguel says. Like Miguel says that 2 credit cards and that's it, right? I'm more of
incluso te dicen, no, que you have to have
I think
2 very stable lines of
2
credit.
stable ones.
Yeah.
And then the other que you're utilizing on and off, and like, I mean, I don't know all the logistics, pero sé que like I think they do recommend you to have 2 good lines of credit where you're like paying stuff off. Porque también tienes que aprender esa madre, ¿no? Like at first it's like don't pay everything off right off the bat. So that's another thing. Yeah, and I do like that to that high school, like teaching, even elementary. Like I do think that that's something that we were never taught, and I think it should be part of that curriculum.
Yeah, because that's the due date versus the statement date.
It's different, dude, and it's different, and people don't know about that, and it's okay in a sense, right? As long as you're making your payment. One of the things I learned was don't make your minimum. So if your minimum is $30, if you can make 31, 35, or even more, why not? But that I guess stays on your history. Like you just didn't make your monthly payment. Like your
you got the bare minimum for X amount of time.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I have 6 credit cards, and out of all those 6, I try to use them differently. I have Discover, which that was my latest one, and I like Discover because of the fact
amazing,
that
right?
It really is. You can use it.
No, not for real. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it really is.
That's because I work there, but it's actually really good.
I don't think so.
Let me tell you what.
No se puede usar en la Costco. El único. No se puede usar en la Costco.
No se puede usar.
That's the one thing. No se puede usar en la Costco. Dude. I tried, dude. I brought it up. I brought it up in one of the meetings, dude. I tried.
But that's only downfall. Other than that, I mean, I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. It has every 3 months or every quarter, you're able to use it for different stuff, and you get money back. You get a certain percentage back, right? So I don't know what this month is, but I know there's a couple months for gas, right? There's another month for streaming services. So now you know you could attach your Netflix to that and you get some money back. Obviously, fucking Netflix is expensive now, but there's so many things that you could use it. And if you use them smart, like in a smart way, dude, you make a little bit of money back. And I think that's the key, dude.
I think it has to do a lot with research, no? Porque like I know Chase también tiene something similar where you could activate the in the Chase Freedom. If you have the Freedom card, like you could activate it, and there about perks to certain things.
Yeah.
Certain things will be lower, certain things you'll get like more money back. Discover has something like that. Yeah, and I'm assuming every credit card tiene que tener algo similar.
Yeah,
it's just about aprendiendo todo eso. And the one thing that I did here is learn your due date and learn your statement date. Porque if you're able to do 2 payments, so you do your payment before your due date and you do your payment before your statement date, entonces your credit sube porque se ve como if you're not using, like tienes menos.
Right. You're making pretty much 2 payments in a cycle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You're taking 2
So
payments in a cycle.
which that's what it looks like. Even if it's, well, I don't want to say the minimum payment, but $30, you put 32, and then you can make, I don't know, another 20.
Yeah.
I mean, that's make, it's 50, whatever, but you'll be able to go ahead and says, and the system, it says you make 2 payments in that month.
Pues like
you mentioned. Oh, go ahead, Miguel.
Oh no, I was just gonna say something real quick. Una vez me and Tank were talking about that, and Tank actually wanted to start a program where he wanted to kind of like aquí en el parque, like pedirles que si pueden rentar el lugar and talk to a few of the people around the area, like the organization, the community, and kind of start a little thing about for high school students para que fueran y Tank wanted to get alguien que supiera, porque pues, like we don't know that much when it comes to credit cards or any financial kind of thing like that, ¿verdad? Pero trayendo un experto que sepa en eso para que hable con ellos and sex like, because he's like, I would have wanted to do something like that. So, and I'm like, el único pedo es que cuando estás chavalo, te vale madre. Yeah. Ya cuando estás grande dices, ¿por qué no hice caso?
But that's the thing, dude. Like, if you were to organize that out of the, I don't know, digamos que low turnout, out of the 12 kids or whatever that would go, at least one of them would like get that information and hold on to it, dude. And I think that's where it makes a difference.
I agree.
¿Por qué? Porque es como estamos diciendo, like we didn't get that exposure. Like it was until fucking, I overdrawn my account, and I'm like, I learned that every day at, Washington Mutual or Chase, whatever that was. It's a $32 charge every day. And how do you come back from that? Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, like it's shit that we figured out as we grew up, but that doesn't mean that the next generation needs to go through that. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Sorry. One of the credit, I guess, hacks that I have, in this case with me, I told you guys.
Should I be like?
Oh shit!
Hacks to Jonathan.
I mean, yeah,
hacks to Jonathan. Oh,
we can.
A ver, let's see how good.
Have you heard este segment, no? Like los hacks de Jonathan.
I've had the longest line of credit, I told you guys, for a couple of years now. I've been here in Cali, I want to say about 10 years, right? So my longest line of credit has been approximately 10 years. What I did recently, one of my hadas, which right here, you guys met her name is Denise. I'm not gonna give the last name because I always try to give last names. Right? Yeah. But she's here and she went over with us to Chicago. I added her as an authorized user. And I think I talked to you that I told you, Romero, I kind of mentioned that to you. So what I did there was I added her as an authorized user on my credit card, which obviously has good standing, always made payments, multiple payments. I owe probably 30% less than 30% of the total amount that I'm getting, from the card. So what that does for her is
boost your credit.
It pretty much says that she's been not using, but that history that I have goes over to her.
It gives her credibility into her overall usage of credit lines.
So recently when she went ahead and turned 18 and she was able to open up kind of like an Experian app for free. Obviously there's a couple different apps too that you could check your credit, but there's an Experian app which is a little bit more, I feel it's a little bit better than Credit Karma type of thing. But the Experian app, because they work with the FICO score credit or genre, or what would you call it? Right. So her thing was like at 780 when she checked. So I was like, holy shit, like that's better than what I got. And I said, well, that's good. Obviously just kind of remember, like I'm doing this, like you just gotta don't use your card past, don't use the card past this. Like, I'll keep making the payments. Like I even told her, like, you could use the card up to, I think it was like $500. I'll put 100 down for you. So you got $400 to spend, but you got to pay that back. Now, and I told her, I was like, the thing is now that if you don't pay that back, you're not only affecting me, but you're affecting yourself. Like all this history that I'm making, all this stuff that I made over these past 10 years, like it's good. It's a good standing. I have it. It's on my credit, but now it's all to you. So I think that's huge. If you guys have a credit line that you guys have, in this case with you, Miguel, I know you have Chiquis. If you have your oldest one and you have good standing as far as like always made payments on time, put her on there, dude, as an authorized user. Don't give her a card. You don't have to give her a card.
No,
Just
Yeah.
no.
put her as an authorized user and build that credit. You know,
No, like
Well, we
that
did
was
that,
something que, sí.
No, like we did that with my mom. Like when you know, my mom and my dad got their socials and all that stuff. Pues era como iban a hacer crédito. My dad has a history, pero my mom doesn't or didn't. So we made her an authorized user, and le llegaron las tarjetas a la casa. She gave them right back to us. She's like, no, I don't like that. That's fine. Like I understand the concept, but like I'm not gonna use it. You use it. Like she gave them the cards right back to us, and still, you know, with our own utilization of those, was like she was able to start making her own credit over the last, you know, year or so.
right?
So yeah, like for sure, like that was a thing.
I think me and Miguel have talked about this before because ya hace years, dude. We went to the bank once, and I think my dad was gonna add us to his bank accounts.
Mhm.
Porque like lo haces que like, oh, can you withdraw money? Can you put it in? Like, so it was just easier to have us in his accounts or whatever. And the dude, like the bank teller, whatever, like que nos ayudó, the banker, nos estaba diciendo, like le estaba diciendo about that, like as far as like, oh, well, you know, if you want, you could add them to your credit, you know, like as a authorized user. Y
Mhm.
y like le pasas, you know, like part of your credit or whatever, like to them and this and that. And he was like, oh, no, it's fine, this and that. And they're like, no, like you could get the credit cards, you could tear them up if you want, like just don't use them. Pero pues, you know, like it benefits them and this and that. And like he never wanted to do it, like so he never did it for us. Pero yeah, like me and Miguel have definitely talked about that as far as like him doing that for Chiquis and just the benefits. Because I'm like, I feel like, you know, like I feel like as a Hispanic community, like we tend to not do things like that that will obviously benefit, pues, you know, the next generation y todo así.
Someone else.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, like a lot of like the like yeah, los que son tienen generations living here, you know, like pues ya como que se
They
ponen las
understand the
pilas and
system better.
yeah, y lo hacen and like they kind of have already like de por sí they have a fucking heads up or a legs up on us. Y luego pues con eso like it's even more of a, you know, like a difference or of a head start.
Yeah,
So yeah.
definitely something to look forward to. In this case, I know if you have kids or a niece, a nephew, or anybody that you guys, I guess, would be willing to help out to build. I know this case, my goddaughter, she's 18 now, so I was telling her, I was like, you take care of this credit card, like this is all you. You're the one using it. I'm not using it. You use it. You pay it forward to me. I said by the time you're 2021, like you'll be able to go ahead and probably get a car. You'll be able to get a
Yeah,
on your own.
house, like on your own with
Yeah.
your own credit, but obviously based on my foundation. So, which is I had to let her know, you know what I mean, my foundation. But she had to know.
I'm laying down the foundation.
Like if you have an extra room, just make sure that's, you know, like
Yeah,
para mí, no, like
no, but I just think it's como dice, and I told you guys, and you guys agree. Like we didn't know about this and all this stuff. I've learned as I grew older, and I'm sure I'm still not there to the point where it's like, oh, I know everything. I know there's a lot of stuff to learn. It's again, it's difficult, but I hope that in this case, I have kids. I hope that by the time they're older, they have a better understanding in finances, and possibly they'll commit the same mistakes in this case that me and their mom did. So that's the.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean
goal.
that's all you can hope for, right?
Right.
Your learnings really translate over, and those mistakes don't happen, and they make better decisions. They're more informed. Lo mencionamos con el episode de Alan about life insurance, right?
Right.
Like
yeah.
all that stuff is not talked about, is not taught at school. So you kind of have to figure out on your own, and we have to make sure that we pass on that knowledge to make better decisions, not just financially, but just overall lifestyle
general.
decisions.
Yep.
Yeah.
How muchachos?
Don't know that, pero pues I can tell you how tall a tree is based on the shadow it casts, no? Like
The fuck?
Once you cut it down based on the rigs, we know how old it is.
Sí,
No?
güey.
Well, muchachos, so we're at the hour mark.
¿Les digo algo? I
Dime,
don't
man.
have the
The wheel?
spinning wheel, eh.
Good, dude, because that's just
Oh.
corrupted, dude. How
So,
about that?
así era rock,
¿Sabes
paper,
qué? It was a
scissors, no?
subconscious decision, way of not bringing that up. Porque you said it was rigged, so
Which it is. I'm not
I
lying.
think we'll just go in order, dude. I guess Miguel will go first, right?
Damn, you see?
Technically, I started the episode, so I'm first. So
Fuck.
Jonathan is the first person.
That's true. That's true.
Still a rigged system, no? Like,
Romero, I would like to say I know you probably have a couple questions, knowing you because you're always prepared, right? So based off of that, I have a bunch of questions. So I would like for you to take the day off. Let me ask the questions to me.
for sure.
ooh.
So you're
To
gonna
me,
ask
it's
the
Tank
questions.
and
Save
you.
these for episode
Not to
40,
myself,
dude.
not to
No,
myself.
well, you're the first one.
Wait, Romero has a question for me, and that's it.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think you have a question for me.
Oh, I
Tank
got a
was-
few, pero pues
Yeah, right.
I can make them up on the spot, dude.
Échale, pues.
A ver,
Oh, damn.
if
You let me know, Miguel.
you're gonna get a credit card for the first time, ¿con qué banco te irías? ¿Y por qué?
Someone's at the front door.
I'll be back. I gotta get that. No, they probably ordered pizza. I think they were gonna order pizza. So Discover is really good when it comes to people without credit.
That's not a bank, though.
It is a bank.
Yeah,
It's
they
an
provide,
online bank.
and they provide loans. Dude.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah.
School loans.
They
Yeah.
provide loans, yeah.
So I would do either Discover or Capital One. Why? Because they're so flexible when it comes
Yeah.
to no credit whatsoever. Even I know Capital One's one of those banks where they'll provide you with a credit card, even with kind of like a bad credit. So, but yeah, Capital One, and for sure, everybody has to own a Discover card, unless that shit is for me. It's the best card I got.
Not just because I worked there, but I do. I did like the Discover card.
They came up with
Pero-
the slogan, no? Awesome sauce.
Dude, that one and the Amex Gold,
Yeah,
I
the
think that's
Amex
for me is the top of the line. Like you made it once you have those two cards.
Pero they are good cards. Y pues Capital One is the one that's the top dog right now. So
Bullshit. I didn't know that.
you can't go wrong with the top dog.
I got 3 of their cards, dude.
No, ya escuché, dude, que tienes como 10 tarjetas de crédito, dude.
Damn, I don't know about
Which
10.
I lied. I do have an extra one that I don't use, but it's a Forever 21 for the chiquis.
Now, if you don't use it, that's also bad.
No,
dude.
no.
So she likes the clothes from Forever 21. So like cuando fui, they're like, oh, pues, te conviene
Bye.
mejor abrir una tarjeta. So I opened the line. I did get a credit card for her from Forever 21. So just every once in a while, una camisa o algo, just something small para que nomás haya algo.
That's what I'm opposed to. If there's anything in credit, when it comes to credit cards, I'm opposed to anything retail.
Yeah. No, I know, pero pues,
Cap or you know what I mean? Macy's, Nordstrom's, whatever. Forever 21 for your clothes.
la Kohl's
whatever-
card tampoco.
Kohl's, yeah, no.
Target.
If anything, the only
Shout
one
out
that
to
I'm
Kohl's, dude.
the only one that I would do would be Costco. And why? Because of the gas.
Pero pues that's a membership card. That's not a credit card, dude.
I know they have credit cards. With
Oh, well,
Citi-
They
with
have
Citibank
credit
card.
cards. Yeah,
yeah, with Citibank.
yeah.
So that's
It
the
is
only one.
Citibank. Mhm.
Because I have that one too.
Oh, and
Cosa los digo, ¿no?
I do have a Boss Furniture one, but that's first Wells Fargo.
Bob's Furniture.
Yeah, I want to comprar la cama, dude.
That's Wells Fargo?
Yeah, that's Wells Fargo.
Do they have Wells Fargo in Illinois?
They have like
single
one, yeah,
Damn.
in Brookfield.
Uno. Yeah, Brookfield.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, on to my
A ver,
questions, right?
a ver, Romero, ¿cuál pregunta tenías para Jonathan?
What?
PC, yeah.
This
Oh,
was
this
the
is-
on the spot one. This was on the spot one.
All right. Well, you each get 2 questions. I'm the one asking the questions today. So
Nomás porque me enojé, ¿no?
it's either.
No, okay, bye. So, Johnny boy. There's no right or wrong answer.
Oh, there's a
But
wrong
please
answer.
tell me. Think about this.
Fuck. Now you want me to think?
See. What is normal at 3 p.m. but terrifying at 3 a.m.?
La pinche cuija, güey. La ouija.
So,
How
like,
is
puedes
that
jugar a las 3 de la
normal?
tarde
At 3
y a las 3 de la mañana, ¿no?
I'm joking, dude. I'm joking.
O sea, la
Like,
cuija
no.
y la prima, ¿no? Like,
Sí, dude. What's normal? The afternoon? I don't know. At night, pues ves que dicen que
It's
esa
not a
mamada-
riddle, way. It's
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I know it's not. I'm telling you, there's no right or wrong answer. You said. So,
sí, sí,
and
sí.
that-
but you're
no,
wrong,
and-
dude. Like,
There
No,
is no
but-
wrong answer.
No, there's not. I said the weekend. I was joking.
That Ouija was
It's
a
a
wrong
joke.
answer. 'Cause
It's
it
a
was
joke.
not.
Unless you're Pedrito, it's a joke. When it comes to, I don't know, dude. They say that strange fucking things happen at 3 a.m. Specifically at 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so I would think that. I don't know. No. You don't like that, Romero? Fuck.
No, yo no dije nada, güey.
Sí, pero pues no me dices nada tú. Eso.
When I found the question, I'll give you an example.
Boom.
Era
Entonces
de
dije mal.
que no, there's no right or wrong answers. I wanted to know what you had to say.
He said there's no right or wrong, but it was wrong, no?
No, they're like, what is normal at 3 p.m. but terrifying at 3 a.m.
Hmm?
An unknown car pulling into your driveway.
Fuck.
you see, yeah.
Like
That's
I see,
true,
it's like, oh, you're right.
That's a little weird. Yeah.
Pero pues,
Ver el sol afuera,
your
¿no?
answer is
Like-
your answer.
Ver
I'm
el
not gonna
sol.
question it.
Uh,
So, dale, pregúntale a Tanque porque pues
2 questions, Tank.
he's up next.
Ooh.
Damn.
This one's a
Damn.
little deep. They're a little deep. And I just need your honest
Wait,
honest
espérate,
answer, dude.
Tanque.
¿Qué pasó?
Think about this, dude. It's gonna be deep questions, dude. Miguel, you too, y para mí también, porque Johnny Boy has questions. They came up with these questions over Bud Lights, dude.
No, man.
Just putting that out there.
Oh,
Damn.
Can't be that deep then, no? Like, todavía andaban pretty sober. Like,
Damn.
dale, güey.
¿Seguro?
Pues, a ver, güey, dale. Ay.
Damn. Then you're ready, no? Yeah.
Y sí, güey.
What did your first heartbreak teach you?
Fuck, dude.
yeah, who's this, Pedro, no?
Y sí,
¿No
güey.
estás
like,
hablando con Pedro, dude?
puros pinches trust issues, no? That's all it taught me, dude. Like,
No, honestly. Trust issues?
yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Damn, dude, okay. No la conocí,
Okay.
dude. I'm sorry.
No, pues sí, like,
Dice que pues te la presento, cabrón.
falta de confianza, dude. Like, yeah, I think, I guess I would call them trust issues, but like just not being so naive to things. Like, as far as like, like, oh, like that whole, like, I didn't see this coming, like, it's just, I don't know, dude. Like, me empezó a valer madre like shit. So it's like, just that, dude.
Damn.
I mean, that's not really trust issues, but I guess.
No, so like, as far as like, like, it's just emotional damage, dude. Nada más. We'll just put it that way.
Emotion. ¿Qué te dije, Romero? Te
Y
dije.
sí, güey.
Igualito que el soundboard, ¿eh?
Va, ahí te va tu segunda pregunta, Tanque.
Not so deep, please. Like,
It's just a question, dude.
va.
Dice, just a tip, ¿no?
Who is the first person you go to for life advice and why them?
Oh shit. I feel like I have a few people like, or like it just depends on what it is about. Like I've always I've always had like different people I go to. Funny enough, dude, like I used to go to Caesar sometimes and shit, pero pues ya
Damn, dude.
aprendí más de eso than fucking,
güey.
like, sí, güey. That boy would, no, like he would give good advice sometimes. Yes,
Santans.
sometimes, dude. Sometimes I was like I would hear the advice. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that, like.
But it's because he was giving you advice to do the opposite, dude.
Easy, dude. But yeah, like I said, like sometimes I have different people or like that I go to.
Yeah, mira.
It's like sometimes it's been Caesar, sometimes it's been Rome. But sometimes I've gone to you to ask you like things. Sometimes Miguel, like sometimes solo. Sometimes it's just, I guess, I'm all over the place, I guess.
You didn't let the love
Damn.
I could have been the guy you were searching for. You played with my
I was just hoping that we can get to the tank rap verse right here.
I was hoping, but I've not heard it.
Como that sounded like that would have been perfect for the trust issues.
You see it.
I guess you never loved me like you
Ahí te va,
once
Romero.
said. And the love that is
My bad, dude.
Yeah, cut that shit off, dude.
Damn.
God damn, dude.
Damn.
Tell me how you really feel, dude. Like,
I shouldn't have opened that fourth IPA, dude. Porque ya me está regañando, dude.
A ver. Ah, shit. Okay, there's a couple.
Como nomás eran dos preguntas, no? He's trying to make them up.
No, there's a couple. I got a couple. A ver, ahí te va.
Pues aquí estoy, güey.
I expect a deep
Go ahead,
question,
Mitch.
dude. No, es
This
de
is
una
pretty
mamada
good,
de
dude.
que,
Oh,
like,
that's pretty good. What's something you worked really hard for, but didn't end up getting?
yeah.
Los papeles, güey. O sea,
Nah, man.
ese de acá no promete nada, güey.
Ya, güey, la verdad.
Güey, ¿qué no crees que es de veras, güey?
Okay, besides the DACA papers.
I gotta provide two answers for one question, dude.
Oh, wait.
What do I work really hard for? ¿De qué?
That you
And
didn't
that
accomplish.
hasn't paid off?
No, that you didn't get.
Yeah, you didn't get.
I didn't get. I mean, I don't know. Like, I want to say que, like, been working on the business for, you know, what, 6 years, and it just didn't pan out how I wanted it to at the end. Like that's it. But I'm like, if you think about it, I'm like, well, you lived on that business for 6 years, so it's like, is it really a failure or it's just a learning lesson?
Okay.
So yeah, like I would say that maybe if you want a second answer, pero los papeles, pues es algo que we didn't hear.
Algo
nos
serio, ¿no?
vamos, güey.
I was gonna say, te voy a decir la panadería, pero pues.
Se triste historia, dude. Ahí te va otra.
Oh.
Where do your trust issues come from?
Damn. De tanque, no escuchando.
Sí.
escuchando.
From his emotional damage, ¿no?
Support damage.
No, trust issues. I mean, I'm always like giving the benefit of the doubt. Like I'm not no fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, DTA, don't trust anybody.
Right.
I'm like, I give the benefit of the doubt. I trust people, and until proven otherwise. So yeah, like I think I don't take things too seriously at the beginning también por lo mismo. Porque I'm not trying to be extra committal or whatnot. Like it is what it is, and then until you like prove me wrong, then pues yeah. At least I'm not gonna be an asshole or whatever, but I'm like at least I know where you stand, so sé cómo tratarte. Like yeah, so trust to me is not it's something I take into consideration, but it's not something that I'm like very guarded of. Like it is what it is, and yeah, once I'm able to identify who you are and what you do and how you handle things, it's like, well, fuck it. Now I know I can't trust you, so no big deal. I'll just keep a distance.
Okay.
But come on, I'm gonna message you later on for advice, no? Like,
They los trust issues.
you see,
Damn.
I don't know. I don't think that this one's too deep, pero
No, entonces así, échamela.
I just don't think so. If
So
you could
12
ask,
pulgadas.
Just a tip, dude, just a tip.
if you could ask one question to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? And what question would you ask?
a Tupac, ¿no? ¿Quién te mató? And shit, ¿no?
Who shot ya, no?
Sí, muchacha.
So there is one person. It's my grandfather, right? And after he passed away, like no dejó like he no dejó a will. So because of that, pues, like we literally lived the whole like tus tíos peleándose por los terrenos and everything. So I kind of would like to, if I could, I would kind of like to ask him, like why did he do that? Just because I think we all foresaw that iba a pasar eso, and even he did, because he said it a few times, but aún así he decided not to leave a will. So, like that's one person I would like to ask. And I
You would ask him why,
yeah, like
or you would ask him a quién dejaría las cosas.
no, like no me van a hacer caso todos mis tíos. If I'm like, no, mi abuelito dijo eso, they wouldn't care, right? So I guess to me it's more like just understanding, like kind of like understanding the madness, like why did you do it like that? Like, is there a reason why? Like, were you like, what? No quiero quedar mal con ellos. Just to understand why. Porque, pues, yeah, dude, like we literally lived through the whole memes, dude, cuando tus tíos se peleaban and everything, dude. Like, so it's entertaining, but it is pretty nuts too, dude.
It's pretty stressful.
Yeah, dude, very stressful, especially helping Omar with the seating arrangements for his wedding, dude.
No mames.
Yeah, dude.
No se va a sentar él, ¿no?
Dude.
Where do I go, no? Ahí te va la segunda pregunta.
Okay.
And it's a serious question, ¿eh? No vayas a empezar con tus mamadas. No,
Oh, no, de que va a empezar con mamá, voy a empezar con mamadas, pero go ahead.
Damn. What's something 10-year-old you would be proud of you for?
10-year-old me would be proud of.
Hit with the hard questions, dude.
His Dragon Ball Z collection, no? Like,
Should have kept it, no?
muñequitos, sí, güey.
No, well,
I'm proud of you for that jersey collection, no?
I probably would have, but no, like honestly, I think the one thing that I would, the 10-year-old me would be the most proud of is knowing that like, but yeah, like basta cabrón, like a lot of things happen. When I was 10, a lot of shit was going on. There was a lot of issues in our family. But just knowing that in the end everything's okay, like I look at my mom, I look at my dad, like obviously taking Omar still in my life. Like everything is, like peaceful between all of us, like as peaceful as could be, right?
Right.
Y pues like that I have a kid, right?
It could be more peaceful way si le compartes tus drinks al tanque, bebidas al tanque.
Sí, güey.
And other than that, like también just knowing that I may not have the most lucrative job, but pues I have a job that's pretty good. Like I like my job. I really, really like my job. I like the people I work with. I don't have to be doing physical, like manual labor anymore. So I know 10-year-old me would probably be excited about that. I'd be bummed I wasn't a soccer player, but pues, like I would have war stories cuando me chingué la rodilla, yeah. Like, I would have the war story for myself, dude.
Va, pues that was it, muchachos. I know you guys like the questions. I could definitely have some more.
Como this segment was brought to you by Bud Light, ¿no?
Sí.
Wait, ¿esos son los de ya se armó? No.
¿Las preguntas?
El Bud Light de que they came up with that fucking
Sí.
tag
Oh,
el last mundial.
Sí.
Ya se armó.
Oh, ya se armó, yeah.
¿Son ellos?
Yeah. I want to say yes.
Seguros.
Who wants to?
Pregúntale al tío, güey,
Hold on, let
porque
me see.
I don't want to give them credit if they don't deserve it, eh?
No. Yeah, I don't want to give him credit either. Pero muchachos, anybody want to do like a bonus question?
Perdón, güey, es que estaba buscando quién.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it.
También, ya se armó.
A bonus question. Who wants to do a bonus? Who's?
I'll take it.
We're going to change the segment to Terapia con Johnny Boy.
Ahí te va, dude. I don't want none of your fucking.
Ya me
reports
espantó.
either. What are some of your own red flags?
Ooh.
What are some of my own red flags? Mm,
Especially
we,
que I
we
care
had
too
this
much, no?
issue when we're talking about red flags, way, porque it's like define that.
Okay, Miguel,
Yeah.
define red flags.
Red flags is something that you do, like one of your traits that you find that people that you know that it's toxic, or you know it's a bad characteristic in yourself that somebody else might be unattracted by.
Okay, you agree with that, Tank?
Yeah, like a kind of like a warning, like a oh shit, like
And
maybe I'm turned off by this or like behavior.
Maybe what I could say is like a either it's my humor can be a little too dry, or I play around too much, like where I joke around too much. Okay, it's
It's
like
like hell yeah.
No, like
I see that nodding too.
Well, you
Dude.
saw that
I was
shit,
gonna,
like, hell
I was
yeah.
gonna say something. He's like, yeah,
no,
bro.
no,
Yeah,
not,
y se marea en el carro, dude. Yeah.
not because they're wrong, but like I post memes about it like all the time where it's like siempre empiezan de que like oh you're so funny and then luego de repente it's like oh todo es un pinche chiste para ti, it's like it just turns to a red flag real quick according like
But is that really a red flag though?
I mean
It
to some people I guess
es
it could
que,
be a
like,
red
okay.
we
flag.
could always wave a joke into something,
Yeah.
and a veces, por ejemplo, cuando nos juntamos con Pedrito, Miguel, Tank, whether it's fishing or at somebody's house and we drink, we somehow end up with like stupid ass jokes, and it's like because we started with a serious conversation. And it's like, dude, we can never finish out a serious conversation porque siempre
Yeah.
empezamos con pendejada y media. Like, we can't control ourselves. Like, when jokes are there, you just got to jump on it and
Right.
sidetrack the conversation. Pero, yeah, maybe for me, like, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's being sarcastic or sense of humor could be a little dark and dry. Pero, like, there's always a joke somewhere. So trying to weave that into something, some people might not want to, take it well. So, but I don't mean it with any harm.
¿Qué tan qué?
No, like I'm just thinking of like not examples que han
Pues es
pasado,
que te ha
but,
dicho,
like,
¿no?
no sí, güey.
¿Cómo te
No,
sientes
porque,
hoy, no?
Esos güeyes, dude, like, se te puede caer un pinche dedo y le estás explicando, no, es que se me cayó el dedo en ese and that, y van a decir, oh, damn,
Wait,
dude,
literally, my
dame un high
finger
five,
was
güey,
about to fall off,
like-
güey, when we were fishing. Y esos cabrones estaban riendo, güey.
But we were joking about it, dude. We were just laughing at the situation, dude. Like,
Luckily for us, dude, we have the same kind of like dark humor. We don't. I mean, I really don't get offended with shit that you guys tell me. I mean, I hope you guys don't.
Dude, y
unless
ahorita,
it's
like,
Tank.
I'll put it out there right now porque I don't know if Juan, Fredo, Guzman are listening. So I hung out with them on Thursday porque Fredo flew back to Mexico. He was here for the bautizo. He was here for
Right.
Juan's son's
Party.
graduation party, todo ese pedo. They were really worried well, porque no te conocen a ti, Jonathan. Like Juan knows you a little bit more than Fredo and Miguel y todos ellos. Not you, Miguel, pero the other Miguel.
Guy, yeah.
And they were like, throwing, like, towards the end of the night, they were telling me, like, dude, we were just joking around back and forth. But at some point we felt bad about, like, talking shit about, like, the compadres and this and this. And I'm like, dude, like, I think you guys are overthinking it. Like, nobody was offended about that shit. Like, that's what we do.
Right.
Like, we fucking, like, joke about everything and anything. And, like, it just
Johnny Boy
like,
fucking crying in the hotel, no?
¿Qué dijeron? Okay. Oh,
You were talking shit, dude?
Perdóname, dude.
dude, like, throughout the night, like, when we were ya los últimos, que eran
Yeah.
ellos,
My sister.
y eras tú,
Alejandro.
tu sister, and Alejandro.
Mhm.
Apparently at some point, like, there was a lot of back and forth, like, joking around, pero then they're like, dude, at some point we felt bad because we thought we were going too hard on the jokes. And I'm like, if you ask me, like, honestly, like, I don't think so. Like, that's the shit we do. We just joke around, and like sometimes we just keep going, and there's no end to it.
Right.
Johnny tenía unos zapatitos, ¿no?
Didn't even talk about that shit. But...
Yeah, we're past that, dude. Come on.
Oh,
Me
my
voy a
bad,
enojar,
bro,
dude.
my bad.
Me voy a enojar, dude. Yeah, dude. Honestly, yeah. Well, but yeah, it was a good time. Baptism y todo. Pero there was a point que I remember, like, I was just learning so much que ya casi pues dije, ¿qué dijeron? And they're like, oh, about the compadres. Like, oh, I mean, we do it all the time. We do it with Pedro. I mean, me and Pedro did it together towards Juan, and like we kept like talking shit to Juan.
Yeah,
About,
look,
you know what I mean?
le digo, dude, if anybody like would be like, if anybody would want to go back and forth about talking shit, would be Pedro.
Yeah.
Pero Juan is like, dude, Pedro's so tiny. Like, I can't go back and forth with him. Like, I can go back and forth with Johnny Boy, pero con Pedro is like, I don't know.
Sí, güey.
Dude, the
It's all good.
baptism
Yeah,
was
dude, like we're all about that shit. Like that's
dude, no,
that's kind of like what we live
Yeah,
for,
that's
you
what it
know,
is,
bust
dude.
each other's balls.
bro. That baptism was amazing, dude.
Well, if they're listening, dude, yeah, it's all jokes. No hurt feelings towards anybody.
Oh
honestly.
man, había un celoso por ahí en el baptism, dude. Oh my
Se llama
god,
Pedro, dude. Se llama Pedro.
that just
He won't
me,
listen to this for sure.
That's right. That's right.
me and Tank were dying, dude. Hasta Carla nomás se nos queda viendo like, ya dile que se calme, que no sea tan celoso.
Hasta Pedro me decía, what are we now? What are we? What are we? You and me. I was like, I don't know. Compas? I was like, yeah, I guess we could be. And
Eran
so,
poco compadres, ¿no?
yeah, that's what he was saying. I was like, yeah, we could be. And then it's the pinche Romero, no sé. So it was me and him. We were drinking, me and Pedro. And then Romero goes over there, starts taking pictures with Juan and everyone there. And then he's like, John, fíjate, ¿qué pedo? I was like, ¿qué pedo? And so we start talking shit to like supuestamente el Romero y el Juan. Like, it's all jokes, dude. Honestly,
I think my favorite one was cuando empezaron eso de compadres que Jonathan le dice a Pedro, you know what, dude? Ahora me caes bien, dude. Ahora me caes bien. Before, I didn't like you for shit, dude. But now me caes bien. You know, y Pedro se ve, y como que se me quedaba viendo like it's I don't know, dude. I don't know.
No, me cae bien Pedro, dude. No, that was just all jokes.
Y andabas pedo, güey.
Anda pedo, güey. Ya anda pedo, güey. Pero bueno, muchachos, pues ya, we're at that now we're 32-minute mark. Ya saben que pues no hubiéramos hecho todo este episodio si no fuera por una persona, dude. Y se llama Tanque. Palabras de Tanque.
Quise Romero, o sea, chingame yo, ¿no?
No, sí, dude.
No,
That's the whole catalyst of this
purpose, dude.
podcast, dude.
No mames.
Yeah, dude.
Palabras de tanque.
Si fueras pedo, apretaría el culo para no dejarte ir.
Seas mamón.
Okay. Pero dilo una vez más, dude, ¿no? Así para que la gente entienda, dude. Echa otra vez. Palabras de Tanque.
Espérame, güey. Ya se me apagó el teléfono, güey.
No me acordé. It was like 5 words, ¿no?
Sí, güey. Si fueras pedo, apretaría el culo para no dejarte ir.
I like that, dude.
Qué bonito el romanticismo, ¿eh?
Ya, pues, los trust issues, ¿no?
Sí, así te dejaron, ¿no, dude?
Sí, güey.
Va, muchachos, so
Oh, shit.
make sure to rate, subscribe, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok is like on fire, dude. Miguel's been posting like every day.
Todos los días, dude,
Todos los días, dude. Instagram, Facebook. Sorry about Twitter, but you can still follow us there. At Todos Toman Pod.
YouTube, dude.
YouTube, dude, for sure, dude. Yeah, YouTube.
Es que he didn't see it on the slide, dude. Por
I
eso.
did not. You're right. I was trying to improvise. Podcast.com, dude.
Sí, güey.
Other than that,
Va, pues todos toman podcast.com. Get all the links. Salud, muchachos. Nos vamos.
No. Clink, clink, clink.
Clink.